Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trends Tech. And today we're going to be talking about the Nomad rugged case that was actually sent out to me from Nomad. So this is their Atlantic Blue, and I've actually been using this case for about 2 weeks now. So this is pretty much my favorite case from Nomad. Now, I did get the rugged case for the 14 Pro Max sent out last year, and I fell in love with that. So this year they came out with the 15 Pro Max. I asked Nomad if they could send this one out, and they did, and it's still great. So what do you need to know about the case? The first thing that you need to know is it's kind of light. Like, pretty much Apple went ahead and reduced the overall weight of the 15 Pro Max in, comparison to the 14 Pro Max. And when I put this case on here, there is not a huge difference as far as weight. So even if I take this off, this is very light, and it really doesn't even weigh that much. I really can't even tell the difference in the weight size. So, it's probably a couple of grams or whatnot. I don't have a scale or anything, but it feels pretty nice and it feels pretty good. The other thing that you'll notice on here, if you go ahead and take a look, is the fact that there are buttons on here, and these buttons are metallic. So you have a metallic button for the action button. You have a metallic button for the volume rockers, and you even have a button here that has little indents in it. So for those of you guys who, are used to, like, I guess, indents or feeling around in your pocket for something, you automatically know where the power button is because you can feel it right here on your thumb. Now, I will say, I wish that the action button up here did have, let's say, a dot or something on here, because sometimes when I reach my pocket, I still really can't feel the difference between the action button and the volume button, and I will accidentally hit the volume button when I'm trying to hit the action button as I'm pulling it out of my pocket. But that's not exactly like a big issue. So you do have your soft touch material inside the case, kind of feels like suede. This also is a MagSafe case, and pretty much all of my MagSafe accessories work pretty well on there. I haven't had any issues whatsoever, and it even, to a certain degree, makes it feels like the MagSafe gets even stronger when you're sticking on like a MagSafe battery pack, or even a MagSafe charger, or even some of the other MagSafe accessories. Now, the other thing that you'll notice about the case is, one, you can lay it flat, so you don't have to worry about anything. A lot of people talk about, they can't lay their phone flat. In a lot of cases, you can lay them flat now. So pretty much this can lay flat, and you're good to go from here. The other thing that you can notice about the case is pretty much all the way around, you have basically this bumper coverage. And it's not like any sort of like sharp lines or anything like that. So it actually makes this very, very easy to hold and very comfortable to use. Even on the inside, as you can see right here, there's basically like a little curve indent that you can rest your fingers on. And it's almost the same curve as your fingers in your hand. So when you do hold it, it is very comfortable. And I really don't think about it. It's not something that I'm like, I have this thing just sticking out in front of me. And, like some cases, depending on where you get them from, if they're like, let's say, rugged or rubberized or whatever, they'll have very basic shapes. You have nice tapered edges going all the way around and all the way on the front. So it feels pretty good in the hand. The other thing is you do have a protective lip that goes all the way around the phone itself. And I'd say it's a pretty decent lip. Like, you should be able to get a screen protector on here pretty much from anybody, and you should still have a gap. Now, personally, I kind of go back and forth between using a screen protector, not using a screen protector. So currently I do not have a screen protector on here, and that's kind of like the wheelhouse I live in. I think I may get a Spigen screen protector, or maybe even a Nomad screen protector later on, but right now I'm just living the no screen protector life, but I am 100% living the case life. And then the last part I think that you probably need to know about is the fact that you do have two lanyard holes down here at the bottom. So you could stick a lanyard on either side of this phone. A lot of times what I'll see is I'll see cases where they say, hey, you can put a lanyard on there, but you can only put it on one side of the phone. So you actually have two holes on both sides of the phone. Also for the charging port is pretty good. Like you can pretty much stick almost any decently sized USB-C cable right into the side of it and it will be pretty fine. I also have my, it's like a 6-in-1 USB-C dongle adapter, whatever you want to call it, from Anchor, and that fits in here. And the cool thing about that is, so when Apple added USB-C to these phones, you basically could start plugging in stuff and giving the phone more functionality. Well, the issue with some cases is that when you go to plug those things in, you don't exactly have enough space without having to take off the case. With this case, and at least in my use case scenario, most of the things I've been able to plug into it, I've been able to plug into it without having to take the case off. So the hole is big enough. You don't have to worry about anything from that or whatnot. So yeah, overall, very good case. Like I said, I've been using it for 2 weeks. No issues with it whatsoever. It's really easy to, just take off if you need to take off and clean it, or if you want to do anything else or switch out cases. But at the same time, if you put it on there, it does have like a pretty good snug fit and it doesn't really feel like it's going to go anywhere. Even if you start to pull at the edges going around the case itself, it really doesn't feel like it's flimsy or loose or anything like that. So to me, it's like kind of a really, really good balance between this case staying on there and knowing that it's going to stay on and being able to take this off easily without no fuss, no muss or anything like that. And then the last part about this is I believe Nomad said that this is rated up to a 15-foot drop. I am not dropping my phone 15 feet, but there's some peace of mind knowing that it should be able to fall 15 feet. I'm almost 6 foot tall, so I'm not dropping it from any higher than there. This has only fell out of my pocket once, and it was when I was at work and it fell on the concrete floor. It bounced once, no issues whatsoever, so that's pretty much it. And then I guess the last part, even though I said last part already, is you will get some dust accumulation inside here. So I know a lot of times when we talk about cases and we talk about the insides of them, we all like, oh man, it's so perfect and everything. Well, 2 weeks go by and, you will get some, stuff on the bottom of your phone. I think I did clean it off the other day, but it's not exactly perfect if you always leave it inside of a case. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, y'all, take it easy. Peace.